Dad said that I should do a video tour of the Paleontology Museum. So we'll start here. So that tree has been around, well, that species has been around since the dinosaurs, even before the dinosaurs. So this is all the plants, which I figure most of you aren't very interested in. You want to see the actual stuff. But here are all like the sea stuff. There's some corals, some reef, some clam-like things. But then here is a tooth whorl. So if you see, there's a picture. So that's pretty much like a shark, and that's how its teeth were. It's just like, wow, that's crazy. And here are, I mean, they're not dinosaurs. They lived before dinosaurs. I don't know, they look kind of cool. We got sails on their backs. Yeah, I said that. And then here's what Dad and Andrea and Lisa and Jacqueline always talk about. Maybe not Jack, I can't remember who all went. St. Sinner's Quarry. There's part of a skull. Cool stuff. So these are tracks from a scorpion, some fish stuff, some mammal-like reptiles. Look at that skull, it's cool. But not a whole lot of stuff, right? Then if you go over here, this is where we get to the dinosaur stuff. So this is called Ceratosaurs. So it's called that because it's got this horn. It's got like very high brows. And then there's my coworkers. So that's Allosaurus fragilis, probably the most commonly found. Well, this is Utah's state fossil, right? State vertebrate fossil.
Allosaurus fragilis.
Yes. So there's that guy. And then here's his cuz, Allosaurus jamadsoni. It's a brand new dinosaur. Not a brand new dinosaur, but it was just like classified this January as a new species. So that's pretty cool. It's named after a BYU professor, or was he a BYU professor? I don't think it was a BYU professor, but whatever. Then here is an Apatosaurus femur, I believe. Yep, so Apatosaurus, also known as Brontosaurus, but and then here is an Apatosaurus, part of its pelvis, I believe. Yes, part of its pelvis. Then here's another skull of Allosaurus fragilis. I had to dust that. It was a pain. I forgot what that's called, but it's an herbivore. This is called Camarasaurus. It's one of the most commonly found fossils, like of all the fossils. Sometimes known as the cow. Like the cow of the dinosaurs, because it's just so common. This is called Nanosaurus. So the cool thing about this guy, he's very small, but part of this specimen is real bone and part of it's fake bone. Like all those, like if it's standing up, it's usually fake, like casts, but cool stuff. Then this is some Stegosaurus material. You can see some plates, some vertebrae, sorry. Then this is, I forgot what that guy's called, Torvosaurus. This is Torvosaurus, pretty big guy. Looks pretty cool if you ask me. And then this is Dryosaurus. I don't know a whole lot about him, he's just really tiny. Lots of wood stuff. Oh yeah, here you can see teeth marks. Well, you can't really see it. It doesn't really transfer very well. Yeah, just more cool stuff, more cool. Those are real bones. And then you get here, this is my favorite part. So this is Utah raptor. So many of you may not know, but Velociraptor in Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, actually it was very small. Velociraptors were about the size of chickens. But these guys, Utah Raptor, were huge. Look at that claw. Then is Moabosaurus. Yeah, it's named after Moab. Moabosaurus utahensis. It's cool because like when they put it on display, it hadn't been named yet. So they had it not yet named, but then they officially named it. So this is my favorite dinosaur that's on display here. This is Gastonia. So I don't know, it just looks cool. It's got, oh yeah, so these are called dermal ossicles, so the spikes. So these actually were not attached to like the skeleton. They were bone, but they're yeah, what am I saying? They're just skin that they're bones that grew like in the skin, so kind of like alligators and crocodiles. And so this is like legit bone from him. And Dad, just so you know that there were crocodilomorphs in St. Snairs Quarry. There they are. Chihuahua-like crocs. Boom. There's a more vertebrate from Gastonia. This is Teratophonius. I don't know a whole lot about him, but he's related to Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here's Triceratops. The things with the horned dinosaurs, and well, pretty much the claws and the horns on the dinosaurs are a fraction of their normal size. Like the claws and the horns were covered with like keratin, kind of like our fingernails. But especially with this guy, like this is not even close. Its horns are probably, I don't know, 3 feet, 4 feet longer than what is present here. This is Triceratops. It's ceratopsian. Also known, I can't remember the other name for them. Chasmosaurian. This is a centrosaurian. So they're like cousins, but if you see, this guy has tiny horns over his eyes, but a bigger horn over his nose, and Triceratops, it's exactly the opposite, even though you can't really see that with this specimen. This is an ammonoid. You can touch it, it's pretty cool. And I know what you've been waiting for. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh my goodness, so cool. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Look at the size of that. I can like fit my finger or my hand through his nostrils. You could fit a cat inside here, like. And here's a big crocodile, or well, not crocodile, but crocodilomorph. Pretty scary guy. There's a pterosaur. I don't know a whole lot about pterosaurs. If you look here, we have dinosaur eggs. So dinosaur eggs are pretty cool when they're fossilized. And if you look here, you can see some skin impressions from a hadrosaur, so one of the duck-billed dinosaurs. I think it's from that guy, the skin impressions. Can't remember though. Yes. Yep, the skin impressions came from this guy. Then here is, when you think of mosasaur, you think of this guy. This guy isn't called mosasaur, but it's a relative. So it's got crazy cool jawbones. And there's a big guy. Not a dinosaur though. Pterosaurs also are not dinosaurs. Neither is a crocodile. Then here we have a bunch of mammal stuff. So if you see Megacerops right there, I don't know a whole lot about him. Uintatherium, I don't know a whole lot about him. This ground sloth, material was found in Orem before they built the Walmart, so it was like over by the Walmart in Orem, which is pretty cool if you ask me. This is part of a turtle shell. That's a palm leaf. This is a muskox in Utah, so I like this guy. This guy's cool. Yep. Then here we have a saber-toothed cat. And then, so now a saber-toothed tiger, saber-toothed cat. But then you look at that guy and you're like, wow, so similar. This guy was actually not really even related. This guy was a marsupial. So that's pretty cool. Then we have our ground sloth right here. I think this guy is awesome. Very cool. Very big. And then here you have like moose and deer relatives. This guy, yeah, this guy was a deer. Cervalces. And then this guy, I believe, was not a deer. Oh no, it was a deer. It's called Irish elk, but it was a deer. And then this is just like a fish thing. And yeah, it's pretty much the Paleontology Museum.